Hi, today we are going to see a new topic called Goods and Service Tax, commonly known as GST. You might have heard about this GST. GST, it is a tax. You can say that it is an indirect tax which is levied on goods and services. Now, before we proceed, we will see some terms related with GST. The first term which you should understand is a dealer. Dealer, who is a dealer? So any person who buys goods or services for resale is known as dealer or trader. A dealer can be a firm or a company. Now the person, the shopkeeper, okay, whom you see daily, he is also a dealer. Only a dealer registered under GST is authorized to charge and collect GST on the sale of goods or services. So to collect GST, you must be registered yourself under GST. Okay. Now second term is intra-state sale. Intra-state sale. What is intra-state sale? Sale of goods and services within the same state or union territory is called intra-state sale. So suppose you purchase sale of the goods and services within the same state. Okay. You are in Maharashtra and you are selling something to a person who is residing in the Maharashtra. That is, you are selling something in Maharashtra only, then the sale is called intra-state sale. Third point is inter-state sale. Now, intra-state sale means you are saying that in the same state, then what? Inter-state? Inter-state sale means sale of goods and services between two states. So, outside state, if you are selling something, like you are in Maharashtra and you are selling your product to someone who is living in Madhya Pradesh, then this is called inter-state sale. Input GST and output GST. Now GST, we have two component, input GST and output GST. What is this input GST and output GST? So the GST paid by dealer on the purchase of goods and services and is collected from the customer on the sale of goods and services. So this is the role of dealer. Dealer, whatever he purchases, for that he pays GST, and then whenever he sells that good to the customer, then from customer he collect GST. Now the GST paid by the dealer is called input GST and the GST collected from the customer is called output GST. So this concept of input GST and output GST, I hope it is clear. Now you are a dealer, you are a trader, you purchase, say you purchase some goods like bats, say, okay, then you have to pay manufacturer the cost of those bats, okay, whatever price he has quoted. Along with that, he will ask you to pay GST when you are purchasing the bat, okay. So that GST which trader, which you are paying, it is called input GST. Now you sell those bats at some profit to some other customer, then that time the customer will pay GST to you, means you are collecting GST. It is, he is not paying GST to you, it is the tax which has to go to government. You are, what you are doing, you are collecting on behalf of government that GST you are collecting, and later on you will pay. How you will pay, we will see it later on, okay. So here you collect that GST from the customer. When you are collecting the GST for customer, it is called output GST. Now under GST, we categorize it in three different category. First is Central Goods and Service Tax, that is also called as CGST. That means the GST which goes to central government, okay, the part which goes to the central government. Second is State Goods and Service Tax, that is called SS Service. GST, goods and service tax, state goods and service tax, that is SGST, or if it is not state, it is union territory, then it is union territory goods and service tax, that is UTGST, union territory goods and service tax. And third is integrated goods and service tax. Okay, now central goods and service tax, like when you are selling something in within the state, when you are selling something within the state, then that time the GST, okay, which you are collecting as a trader, as a dealer, the GST which you are collecting, it has two component. Okay, one component it goes to central government, another component goes to state government, and generally the components are equal. Like say if the GST charged by you is say 18%, then out of 18%, 9% will go to central government and 9% will go to state government or union territory. Now when the goods are sold from one state to other state, then which state will collect GST? So here states are not collecting. Here the GST which is collected by the dealer, it is okay submitted to the central government. So that is called integrated goods and service tax, IGST. So I hope the types of GST is clear. I hope dealer you understood. Okay, there are few more terms like manufacturer. Okay, who is manufacturer? Manufacturer is the person who is manufacturing goods. Okay, so he manufactures the goods and then he sell those goods to wholesaler. Now there is another term called wholesaler. Wholesaler, the person who is purchasing from manufacturer in bulk quantity is called wholesaler. Now from wholesaler, retailers they purchase from the wholesaler. Okay, and then those retailers they sell the goods to individual customers. Okay, so manufacturer, then wholesaler, then dealer, and then customer. It goes like this. Okay, so now I think it is time to start with problem. Okay, we will understand the concept how this GST is calculated with the help of problems. So let us begin. Now here the first question is, an article is marked at rupees 15,000. A dealer sells it to the consumer. He sells to the consumer, almost same thing, at 10% profit. If the rate of GST is 12%, we have to find the selling price excluding tax of the article. We have to find the amount of tax under GST paid by the consumer and the total amount paid by the consumer. Okay, so simple question. First, if you say marked price is given, marked price, we can say that it is MP, marked price. Marked price is rupees 15,000. A dealer sell it to the consumer at 10% profit. So profit is 10%. 10% of what? 10% of this marked price. So profit is 10%, that is 10 upon 100 multiplied by 15,000. So here we will get 1,500. Okay, so first question is the selling price excluding tax of the article. This is profit. So therefore here selling price is your marked price plus whatever profit you want to collect. So marked price is 15,000 plus profit is 1,500. So this total gives 16,500. This total gives 16,500. This is selling price. The selling price of the article is rupees 16,500. This is your first part of answer. Okay. Now second part, you have to find amount of tax paid by the consumer. Okay, so here tax paid by consumer. Now consumer, uh, the percentage of tax what is given, it is 12% GST. So tax paid by the consumer. Now which tax we are talking about? We are talking about GST. So tax paid by consumer is 12%, that is 12 divided by 100 multiplied by the selling price. The customer bought it at 16,500 price. So 16,500, we multiply these two zeros, we cancel, and now 12 5 it is 60, 6 carry, 12 6 72, 72 plus 6 is 78, 7, 12 1 12, 12 plus 7, 19, 1980. So the tax paid by consumer is 1980. The amount of tax paid by the consumer, it is 1980. And the third part is the total amount paid by the consumer. So this is the selling price which consumer has to pay. This is the tax. Okay. So therefore total amount customer pay, the total amount the customer will pay, this will be equal to this 16,500 plus this 1980. So this 0 plus 0 0, 8 plus 0 8, 9 plus 5 14, 4, 1 carry, here 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, and finally here 1. So rupees 18,480, it is the total amount the customer will pay. Okay, this is third part of the answer. So here you understand how step by step you can solve the problem. Mark price was given. Okay, then first he sell at 10% profit, so I calculated what is the total profit, then we add and we get the selling price, and then the GST will be charged on the selling price. Okay, we calculated GST at 12% rate, and then total amount paid by the consumer will be the total selling price plus GST. Now many time what you see that the dealer, the amount which he tell you is not the selling price, but it is selling price plus GST. So he tell you the total price which you have to pay as a customer, you have to pay, and when you ask for GST, then you find that yes, now he has bifurcated selling price and GST. So for example, if you go to a restaurant, let us say McDonald's, and there you order some something, okay, some cake or chocolate or something, and for that they ask you to pay say 100 rupees. They say that the price is 100 rupees. Now that 100 rupees is not the selling price, it is the price with GST included. So when you ask for bill, you find that okay, the cake or something whatever you order, it might be of say rupees 80, and 20 rupees was GST charge at some particular percentage, and that is how 100 rupees was asked you to pay. Okay, so this is to avoid confusion in the mind of customer that okay, he was telling me that this is the selling price, and now he is asking me to pay more. So that is the reason, means to avoid the confusion, they tell you selling price plus GST, and then they ask you to pay. The same thing goes with Amazon and any other like companies like this. But many other places you find that okay, selling price is they're telling you the actual selling price, and then they're asking you to pay GST on it, and then you find that okay, what I was thinking that this was the price, now I have to pay more because GST also I have to pay. Okay, that is something like this. Okay, now here we have the second question. Question is, a shopkeeper buys goods worth rupees 4,000 and sell these at a profit of 20% to the consumer in the same state. If the GST is charged at 5%, find the selling price of the goods, CGST paid by the consumer, SGST paid by the consumer, and total amount paid by the consumer. Okay, so here you have to find what is the tax paid by the consumer. What shopkeeper is paying tax? It was not asked. Okay, so shopkeeper buys goods worth rupees 4,000 and sell at a profit of 20% to the consumer. So here selling price, okay, directly you can see selling price to consumer, it will be your cost price, which is 4,000 plus this 20% profit. So this we can write like this: 1 plus we are making profit of 20%, so 1 plus 20 divided by 100 multiplied by 4,000. So this is a shorter way of getting the selling price. So selling price to consumer is 1 plus 20 divided by 100. Why plus 20 divided by 100? Because 20% profit you are charging. So here you calculate 2 1 2, 2 5 are. So it is 1 plus, this is 1 plus 1 upon 5 times 4,000, and this you get 5 plus 1 6, 6 upon 5 into 4,000. This will be 5 8s are, so 6 into 800, 4,800. There is another way that you can find profit and then you add that profit to 4,000 and you will get this 4,800. Okay, now you got the selling price. GST charge is 5%. We have to find selling price of the goods. So selling price of the goods, that is 4,800. This is first part of the answer. Now on this selling price we will charge GST. The selling price is this. Now CGST. Okay, GST is 5%. Here our GST is 5%. So therefore CGST, it will be half of this, that is 2.5%, or you can say that 5 divided by 2%. 5 divided by 2% of what? Of rupees 4,800. This is the selling price. So CGST is 5 divided by 2 divided by 100, that is 5 divided by 200 multiplied by 4,800. So these two zeros we cancel, and with 2 it will cancel. It is 24, and 24 5s are, so 5 4s are 20 to carry, 5 2s are 10 plus 2 12, rupees 120. This is your CGST. Your SGST, this is central government tax, this is state government tax. This state government tax is also 5 divided by 2%. So 5 by 2% means this also you will get rupees 120 only. So you pay CGST as well as SGST. The total amount paid by the consumer. So total amount paid, now here total amount paid will be he will pay your 4,800, that is selling price, plus the tax which he pay for central government and the tax which he pay for the state government. So 0, then 2 plus 2 4, then 8 plus 1 9 plus 1 10. So again I will write 0, and then 4 plus 1 5. So then rupees 5,040 is the total price which the customer will pay for this particular deal. The total amount paid by the consumer is rupees 5,040. Now let us discuss this third problem. The marked price of an article is 12,500. A dealer in Calcutta sells the article to the consumer in the same city, okay, at a profit of 8%. If the rate of GST is 18, we have to find the selling price of the article, IGST, CGST and SGST paid by the dealer to the central and state government. The amount which the consumer pay for the article. Okay, so marked price is this and dealer. So here we have marked price. The marked price of an article is 12,500. These taxes paid by the dealer we have to find. In the previous problem, what was the question? Paid by the consumer. Okay, so here you have to understand what is the tax, how much tax is paid by consumer, how much tax is paid by dealer, like that. So the market price of the article is this. A dealer in Kolkata sell the article to a consumer in the same city at a profit. So market price is 12,500. This is the price at which the dealer purchases from the what we say, manufacturer. Okay, so market price is 12,500. Okay, market price is 12,500. Okay, now the selling price, here I will say that selling price will be selling price to the consumer. It will be your market price and you want 8% profit. So that is 1 plus 8 divided by 100. Directly we are calculating because 8% profit we want. So it is 1 plus 8 divided by 100 multiplied by this market price 12,500. Okay, so this will give me 1 plus, now with 4 I can divide 4 to the 8 and here 4 to the 8 to carry 4 5 the 20 into 12,500. So 25 plus 2 27, this is 27 divided by 25 multiplied by 125,000. So 25 5 the 125, so it is 500. 27 into 500 is 2 zeros I will write, and 5 7 the 35, 3, 5 to the 10, 10 plus 3 is 13. So selling price is 13,500. Okay, now market price is 12,500, selling price is 13,500. Okay, the selling price excluding tax of the article. So this is the selling price excluding tax. This is answer. Now we have to calculate all these taxes. As this whole deal is happening in Calcutta itself, okay, then IGST will be 0. IGST is charged when it is from one state to another state. So IGST, this is 0. Why? Because transaction in the same state. Therefore IGST is 0. Now CGST paid by the dealer to the center and state government. Okay, so here we will find what is input and output CGST and IGST. So here input CGST I will calculate. Input CGST. Now what is input CGST? Input CGST is the tax which dealer has paid when he bought the goods from the manufacturer, and the rate of GST is given 18%. That is, rate of CGST will be 9%. So it is 9 divided by 100 multiplied by, he bought at 12,500, so it is multiplied by 12,500. Okay, this is input CGST. Input CGST, you have understood that what dealer has paid when he bought from manufacturer. So 9 5 45, 4 carry, 9 2 18, 18 plus 4, it is 22, 2, 9 1 9, 9 plus 2, 11. So input CGST is rupees 1125. This is input CGST. Output CGST, what is output CGST? Output CGST is what dealer has charged from the customer. So from the customer it was charged on 13,500. As a selling price to customer, the amount is 13,500. Okay. So again here we get the value as 9 5 45. So I will write 5, 4 carry, 9 3 27, 27 plus 4, it is 31, and 9 1 9 plus 3, 12. 1215 is the output CGST. So therefore tax CGST paid by the dealer, CGST paid by dealer, okay, will be equal to output CGST minus input CGST. Input CGST. Okay. So output CGST is 1215 minus 1125. Now this 1125 which the dealer has paid to the wholesaler, it's a wholesaler's responsibility to pay that tax to the government. Now the dealer collected 1215, but out of 1215, 1125 he had already paid to the wholesaler. So that amount he will not pay, means the total 1215 will not be paid to the government. What is paid to the government by the dealer is the difference of these two. So 5 minus 5 is 0. Then from 1 I cannot subtract 2. I will carry 11 minus 2, 9. And then here it is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. So rupees 90. Rupees 90 is the CGST paid by the dealer. The same will be the calculation for SGST. Okay. I will say that now again you will find SGST, okay, paid by or output SGST and input SGST. So input, first input SGST, as the rate is same, amount is same, so input SGST you will get 1125. So in the beginning only you can say that input CGST and SGST. So input SGST is what? It is 1125 and output SGST it is 1215, and therefore SGST paid by dealer, SGST paid by dealer, it is 1215 minus 1125, that is rupees 90. The amount which is the consumer pays for the article. Now here the amount, we talk about the amount paid by consumer. So how much consumer will pay? The consumer will pay the selling price plus the tax. So the selling price is rupees 13,500. So he will pay 13,500 plus SGST and CGST. We have seen that this output CGST is 1215, which is on 13,500, 1215. So plus 1215 plus 1215. So SGST and CGST both are paid by customer. Now 5 plus 5 0, 1 carry, 1 plus 1 2 plus 1 3, so here 3, then 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 5 9, then 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, and here we have 1. So rupees 15,930. Amount paid by the consumer is 15,930. This is the total amount which was paid by the consumer. So amount paid by consumer is 15,930. So yes, 3 problems we have discussed here. I hope you have a clear idea that how the problems are solved. Now the problems are very simple. Here what you have to do, you have to see what is the cost price, what is the mark price, what discount you have given, or what profit you wanted to earn. If you give some discount, then in that case from mark price that value will subtract. Okay, what profit you are getting, then what is the total cost which consumer has to pay, what is tax. So percentage, if you know percentage topic very well, then this topic is very simple to you all. Okay, so if you have any confusion in percentage, so I recommend that first you revise your percentage concept and then come here and solve this GST problems. Okay, so thank you for now. In the next class we will see few more questions related with GST.